Hey, YouTube, we're back. We're back for another exciting episode.
Hoy hoy, yes. And as per usual, what we start off our episodes with is a new comic book segment.
We are going to do this. It's kind of funny starting an episode without doing an introduction or having any con footage, but we were actually at there was a Toronto comic book show a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I was busy packing up for my move.
And I was busy. So the one that went there was Mike, but you didn't get any footage, did you, unfortunately?
Oh, no, I didn't do any footage.
But you did bring some pickups from that con, right?
Absolutely did that,
cool.
yeah.
So we'll be checking out your pickups from the last Toronto comic book show.
So we got some good books. We got some good books to show you tonight. I think you're going to like them. And, of course, we're starting with a new comic book segment, right?
Yeah. We've got a few books here that are our favorite recent pickups, and these books, as I say, are hot off the press. These are June 2019 releases. So starting off with Harley Quinn, issue number 62.
Nice.
This is Brother Cho again. Cho keeps hitting solid after solid cover again. This is a big shout out to us fanboys, who remember being nerds in high school and playing Dungeons and Dragons and having a weekend kind of like quests and adventures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think what really brings it home is the +2 hammer. She's carrying away his loot. I mean, it's an obvious joke, but it's a funny joke. You gotta love it. I mean, it's just one of those fun, fluffy things to get off the episode with.
Yeah.
It's again,
It's
cover
an,
price pickup.
it's an insight for Dungeons and Dragons fans. If you played the game, you know what a +2 hammer is.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
So the second book here we're showing also mine. This is also obviously just a brand new pickup. This is Catwoman issue number 12. Of course, this is the Art Germ variant. And wow, this cover in my opinion is absolutely stunning. I love this homage to the Batman issue number 42 from the Golden Age.
Yeah.
Now this is a cover that just demands attention. Stanley Lau, aka Art Germ, is on one uncanny roll these days.
For sure.
Yeah, just great, good girl cover with a kind of nostalgic Golden Age appeal there.
Yeah.
Last book I believe is Polly's here. We don't usually do too many ratio variants. I believe this is a 1 in 10, right?
So 1 in 10 variant, Captain Marvel number 2. Yeah, picked it up at Uncle Sandy's at Retro Rare there.
It's a nice photo cover variant with, of course, of main actress there, Brie Larson. Oh, Brie. She's had her kind of run-ins with the media, and maybe she's misunderstood, but there's been a lot of tussle there back and forth.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I bought it because I like the cover, and I think she's very pretty girl. So I thought I'd pick it up. But you're right. She's had some run-ins with the cast.
Yeah.
Some abrasiveness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? As they always say, do you have to like the people that you work with? And in any workplace, you can have those people that maybe they just rub you the wrong way. But you know what? You're gonna have to work with them. No one says you have to like everybody you have to work with. And apparently, yes, there was some friction between her and some of the other established stars from the franchise. But what is there to say about that? Except unless you were there flying the wall, who can say what's what?
Who can say for sure?
Yeah.
I mean,
and media control.
the reviews have come in very mediocre. The three of us, we've yet to see the movie. Although I've heard very mixed reviews.
I was at Steve's. I saw it a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, and how was the review? Mediocre.
It wasn't a bad movie. I mean, I think Brie herself did a really good job in the role.
That's why at first she was okay in it, but it was just the moments didn't work. Like they fell flat, or
I found there was this big lull during the center of the film for about 40 minutes where nothing's really happening. So you get this
parcel of being sort of an origin story too, kind of thing. Yeah. You have to explain away some stuff that she obviously didn't have to go through, but
she did a good job, and I think the character itself has potential.
I guess if you're grading it as a book, you'd probably say it's a low mid grade, maybe a 5.5.
But anyways, I got a nice 1 in 10 variant for Sandy. Very happy that he had one because I think it's fantastic. Yeah,
it's a nice pickup, man.
Cool.
Okay, so this is part 2. Yes, you don't get just one, but you get 2 parts of the new comic book segment this evening. And we're starting off with something pretty special. Black Cat number 1, and I'm not mistaken, isn't this the very first time that Black Cat's had her own series?
Yeah. Now, the Black Cat, aka Felicia Hardy, first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man issue 194 way back in 79. Now, 40 years is a long time to wait for a self-titled series. Well, Black Cat number 1 has now come and gone, and the story is just another ho-hum first issue setup story. Ultimately, I wish I could say issue 1 was great and folks should go and buy it and read it. but sadly, I can't give it a glowing review. Okay, you know what? Both the backup stories seem better than the main story, both from an artistic story and an artistic and a story perspective. Now, I think the book is supposed to be an ongoing series, obviously. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how long this will last. I guess if you're being cynical, you could say the over-under put it at either 6 or 12 issues. Yeah,
probably.
I'd expect each issue to have multiple variant covers in a desperate attempt to keep the title out of cancellation range for as long as possible.
Yeah.
What do I think about that? Total Marvel cash grab. Now, if only someone at the former House of Ideas had creative guts and stopped trying to pass a social agenda. I was really hoping it could be a more stylized, more character building story for Felicia and introduce someone more interesting than the Thieves Guild. Yeah, nevertheless, okay, the solid art germ cover made this an automatic pickup as far as I'm concerned.
Nice.
Yeah, pick
I'd also say, of course, that the first cover issued here, featured here, the J. Scott Campbell regular cover, also seemed like a no-brainer considering his long and successful depiction of the Black Cat character during his career. Now, as far as the other two issues covers are concerned, I guess I can only plead a weakness for nice good girl covers as my excuse for spending over $30 on my LCS for 4 copies of the same book. That's how
Really?
they get ya. That's how they get ya.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. Now, I'm guessing this is your favorite cover.
This is by far my favorite. The art germ is on one hell of a roll, like as I said in our
Yeah.
first feature there, showing that nice
I'm
Catwoman.
kind of partial to the horizontal one there. I mean,
It's a very nice one too, I guess.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw this back up just
Yeah.
for a second. How about we?
Yeah.
Can we see it that way?
it's nice. I just prefer the
Yeah.
art germ, man. This one's got more of a computer kind of like.
maybe
you know,
a soft
yeah.
focus look to it, but they're
Yeah.
both fantastic covers.
Yeah, I just prefer the art germ. It's also a headlights cover, so
Yeah.
without being too crude, you know.
Great books, Jose. Thanks for bringing them in, and nothing like starting with a really great, really cool new book segment.
Yeah, hoy hoy.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we got Mike, and Mike did score a pretty substantial haul at the last Toronto Comic Book Show. So you brought in
did.
quite a few books to show us, right?
Yeah, I got a good number of books this time. I mean, cheaper the book, the higher the grade, but the lower grades, I'm very happy with the price paid.
yeah.
It's always price versus condition, and I did well.
And you're considering your strategy, maybe you're going to do a bulk buy from just one dealer. Doing that, you can get the bundling effect of just the more you buy, the more you hopefully can expect to get off of each book, therefore reducing the individual costs, and therefore really achieving some good bundling kind of results, probably, since you bought them all, basically, you're saying, from the one dealer. I know you've been digging on this one. I know you've picked up previous adventure comics featuring, of course, that the golden age appearances of the Spectre, and from a story standpoint, it's a very solid story.
I want to get the
run on
entire
Adventure.
run. It's about 10 books long.
Yeah, and it's a good run to pick up.
431 is the first one. That's the expensive one.
Yeah, the
So
start
I mean,
of the run,
in
yeah.
a $5 bin, you know, and it's
It's a beautiful
high
book. It's
grade.
in nice condition.
It's
really
damn
high grade.
great.
Yeah.
And you
It's
know,
very tight,
in a
yeah.
retail environment, you do see $15-20 on these.
Oh yeah, and that nice
Outside,
condition.
in a store where there's no, you know, side by side in the competition. That's why these guys always undercut
Hey man,
each
I'm
other.
looking at that spine from an early '70s perspective, man. I don't see too many ticks on that, if any at all. So
no, it's
looking
got a
very
very
sharp.
slight
I see that one on the
tick
top
here.
corner there, yeah, but
Yeah.
outside of that, it's looking pretty tight.
Let's go to the next book. See what else we
real
got here.
quick.
Oh,
real
some
quick.
Brave and the Bold featuring Black Canary, my favorite.
Yeah.
Another high grade book.
That one looks
grab a-
pretty tight too. Wow.
Yeah, so this one I do have some notes on. So this one is 107, and 107 is July 73. Yeah, I give it about an 8.5 or a VF plus.
Yeah, it
Pretty
looks
nice.
really
I
good.
paid $15 in US dollars, so it was about $20 Canadian. And it's worth about $23.40, and of course it's Jim Aparo, and it's got 5 one and dones, but yet, like you said, there's Black Canary in there.
Yeah.
And I remember going back to 2014, these would be in $3 bins, but you don't see
So
that
that was a
anymore.
$5 book.
Yeah. No, those.
No, this is a 20 Canadian,
20,
15.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying back
Yeah.
then,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
would be in $3 bins.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, no.
Wait.
Can't
And
go
when you
wrong
get
buying a
Joker
Joker.
covers, yeah.
And again, I am a Joker cover collector, so you know it. March 74. I paid about, it works out to $18.75. US, worth about $37.80. Why? Because the Joker, is it the Joker
Yeah.
movie? No, people just collect Joker covers. There he is, and it's actually notarized as the Joker wanted posters also in there as well. So
Well,
it's
you know what?
legality.
The new movie, Joker movie, is basically, it doesn't help to basically be featuring again one of the all-time great villains of time.
Exactly,
you know.
exactly.
Any Joker cover, it's only going to help, push it up. And even though it may not be a major Joker cover,
And I love the classic 1960s Joker outfit he's wearing. Like,
from the
Yes.
show that
From
you
the
can
TV
remember
show,
Cesar
yeah.
Romero wearing. Of course,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Look, Joker covers, it's no-brainers you're going to get from any age. The Joker's on the cover, you can put a premium on that book.
Oh yeah, and it's definitely reflecting on the realm and
Yeah.
other books that you check out. But Jim Aparo, Katja Wood, Gasper Saladino, all doing that cover, and that's about
Cool.
it for the beginning.
so that's your first 3 TCBS books.
Well, some nice,
Yeah.
brave and the bold books there, Mike.
Nice
pick.
start. Yeah.
All
nice start.
right.
And next up, we got High-End Jose, who's got a very nice copy of, a Captain America number 118. Very nice, clean-looking book there, Jose.
Yeah, I believe all the issues that I'm going to be showing in this episode are all for retro rare pickup. So
Retro?
Yeah, they're all retro books. So yeah, you're right. This is a nice, good book. This is Captain America issue number 118 from October of 1969, and this, of course, is a key book. This is the second appearance of the Falcon.
Falcon, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
now, in my personal opinion, of all the heroes to line up alongside Captain America over the decades, none has been more of a true partner and a true friend than Sam Wilson. Indeed, in his guise as the Falcon, Sam shared cover billing on the Cap's title for more than 60 issues. Gifted with an uncanny mental link with birds and bearing wings originally devised by the Black Panther, he has proven himself a hero, an avenger, and like Cap himself, a symbol of justice. The only one who could rival Steve Rogers as Sam's closest ally is his faithful feathered friend, Red Wing. Yeah, the Captain American title at the time was a revolving door of iconic Hall of Fame creators. Just look at this penciler lineup and the issues leading up to this one right here. Issue 112, The King, Jack Kirby. Issue 113, one of my faves, Jim Steranko. Issue 114, John Romita Sr. Issue 115, Big John Buscema. And issues 116, 117, First Falcon, and this issue here, right here, 118, Gentleman Gene Colan. For
sure, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
it makes me just want to go back and reread the issues just to dissect the different art styles of those masters.
For sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course, like I said, this is a retro pickup, and when Sandy offered to me about a couple of months ago, if I remember correctly, for like what, $50 Canadian, $10 off what he had it for.
Yeah.
Again, I run the mental math on it when I was picking it up. The current exchange rates at that time was something like a little over $30 US for this book. Well, and I was going to want to have it pressed because it did look like it was something just better than a normal kind of like mid-grade. And
Yeah.
wow, he pressed it to me for free.
Yeah.
Now, wow, Dialza, that's what I call a steal of a deal.
Yeah, yeah,
Throwing a free
absolutely.
pressing with it? Why not? Sure. Yeah. Now, the 48th edition of the Overstreet Price Guide shows 24, 55, 105, and 155 US as the splits at the 6, 8, 9, and 9.2 grades. I would consider this about a nice high mid-grade copy.
Yeah.
About a 7.0 fine, very fine in condition after it was pressed. Okay? Now, final thing, I guess, if I'm being completely honest, I was never the world's biggest Falcon fan. He seemed to me at least to be a non-Caucasian version of the Angel, if you're really being honest,
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
told. But what am I? I'm a key collector, so I was compelled to collect it when I was offered to it at a very reasonable price.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go all in on a condition, first appearance, 117, and the condition that I'd want it to be in, which would be something like a VF. I'm not going to go several $100s for a character I'm not all that steamed about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if I find a nice, good condition copy of a second appearance for a reasonable price, I'm there.
Nothing wrong with that. That's for sure.
Nice, yeah, absolutely.
Well, that is a spectacular book, Jose. Thanks for going and like nice sharp corners. Obviously, you can see a couple ticks here and there on the spine. But yeah, man, I
bit
got
of
no
rubbing
problem
there,
with that book at all.
Yeah, and I think that wooger on the bottom right corner
Yeah.
there is kind of a production flaw, then
Yeah.
like an ink spot, just
Yeah.
not like a watermark. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking at that anyway. So outside of that, it's pretty tight. Yeah.
Great book, Jose. Thanks for bringing it in. Okay, next we're back to Eagle-Eyed Oog, and he's got a couple more Toronto Comic Book Show pickups here with a really nice copy of Action Comics number 287. Wow, Mike, that's really nice.
Yes, you've heard me like a broken record. This is now my oldest Action Comics. Every time I go
Yeah.
to the show, I seem to come back with an older one.
Older one
every time. Only about 4 issues older, but still.
Yeah?
This is April 62. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm saying grade-wise, VG to a fine. I think that's a 5.0. Basically,
A lot of spine roll going on there,
well,
but
is it spine roll or wrap? Because we were just kind of discussing that.
what do you think, Jose?
Because basically the cover is, okay, it's Kurt Swanina. But basically, if it's a roll, then the back cover would be pulled away. Like they wouldn't match up.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So if it's a miswrap, basically the staples have been placed in the wrong spot.
but it's
The front and cover and back match.
so they're
Now,
perfect. Okay,
Well,
so
I
it's not
don't know. I
spine roll.
haven't opened this
Okay.
yet. But I wanted to clarify that because you can't look at every book and say it's just a roll.
I think in this determination, what we're trying to say is you just can't judge the book by its cover. It's like kind of destroying
you
that
gotta open
cliche.
it up and look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If you were looking at it just slowly, that you would say that it looks, because of the positioning of the staples, that there is a slight spine roll on it.
Yeah.
But like I said, you'd have to then look at the back. Is it a miswrap or is there a slight
it's
spine roll?
got to be opened up to verify that.
But without getting too technical on it, it's a nice cover. I love Crypto the Wonder Dog there,
Yeah.
front and center. I mean, you're right. And those are a key question, but I believe this is second early appearances
Now,
of several
here's the thing.
members of the Legion of Superheroes.
You know, I'm still learning all this stuff. So I go to the Realm, and the Realm says that this is the second appearance of Bouncing Boy, Triplicate Girl, and the third appearances of Brainiac 5, Chameleon Boy, and Sun Boy.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah.
And then I go to Go Collect, and they say, no, there were chameleons acting as them.
Yeah.
Well, that's a question that then it's decided by the marketplace. And if you look at the marketplace, see, Go Collect's a great site, but it's a great site, I think, when I want to go get the fair market value or what the average price is for selling for a specific title in a specific grade point. That's great. As far as what the specific information of a certain book, I don't necessarily go to a site like that to verify that.
Yeah.
I'll go to kind of like a comic wiki or like a comic book realm or the Overstreet or somewhere like
Yeah,
that and see what the consensus is on as far as the appearance on that.
And
yeah.
Wiki had something wacky as well. It had this as the first appearance of Streaky when we know for a fact that it's
Streaky the Cat?
261.
Yeah, is it? Okay,
So
I wasn't,
he's in there, but no.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a Super Pets kind of cover. I knew that's going to get hot.
Okay.
I picked it up.
So what do you got underneath there?
Early 12th cover, that's good.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
paid $18.75. Not a lot of money spent
Yeah.
for all that. So
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
worth about $47.50 in a 5.0.
Nice.
If you thought it was, we'd have
Wow,
to check.
okay.
Breaking out those early Spideys.
And this is an
Yeah.
early appearance of the Rhino, if I'm not mistaken.
This
Yeah.
is about the third appearance of the Rhino.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Now it's only a VG, and I even had a note on the back saying writing on the cover, and I was just had such a
What's
bad.
the writing?
The writing is this pencil,
Okay, I
very
see.
light,
Yeah.
and that almost gave me a heart attack when I got it home because it's like, oh my god, is that etched into the page? Does it bleed through to the other side? No, it does
Yeah. It's a
not.
pencil, right?
So
I
it's
mean,
just
wow.
pencil. It's very light. This is December 66. I still give it about a VG, 4.0.
Great Romita cover, though. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
dynamic.
it is
There's a lot of
Romita
movement
all
to
the
that.
way.
yeah, very nice battle cover.
Yeah.
And what's eBay got for something that I paid $30
eBay?
for? eBay just recently sold one June 9th,
Yeah,
$60 in a VG.
yeah,
Yeah.
for
So,
US.
I mean,
yeah,
US. So
Yeah.
I'm, and I'm saying 30 US versus 60 US. It was in a half price key bin
Yeah.
from a collector dealer dude, and sure enough,
it's half price.
it is actually half price.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I
mean,
would say $30. Yeah, it's about
So
half
I'm
of what
ha-
normally
I'm happy
should
with
bring
that.
at that grade.
And
yeah.
I was, when I'm sitting there looking at it, going, you know what? No, actually, the one I bought from him, the show prior to the last Amazing Spider-Man I bought was actually a half grade lower.
Yeah.
So I'm happy
Things
with that.
leaving out. Yeah.
Corners, it's all
It's all there.
It's good, man.
If it's a VG, it's a very nice looking VG.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that book, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, good stuff. Good pickup.
You got anything else under there?
No, that's it.
That's cool, Mike. Those are fantastic books. Thanks for bringing them in.
Cool.
Okay, next we got Jose up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you've shown this book before, but you haven't shown this particular copy of this book, and there's a reason why you're showing this, and a very special reason, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you just got to look closely there, and I mean, he has got a very distinctive signature styling immune Steranko. I mean,
Steranko original signature.
yeah, you know, I was kind of bummed out a few months ago. Like I said, I mean, when I was looking at the Niagara Comic Con guest lineup, and I saw that both Neil Adams and Jimmy Steranko were going to be there, and it's like, probably not going to make it. I'd love to have been there just to get a signature from one of those, you know, two legends. And you know, as I was speaking in the last segment, I mean, you think all those great names, all of them except for Steranko are gone. I mean, I think Gene Colan passed away in 2011. So outside of Steranko, they're all gone. So again, missing an opportunity to get him to sign something in person. You know, kind of bummed out about that until, you know, a few months ago. You know, like, you know, this comes into retro, and you know, hey, he wasn't going to give me a prize, not even a single shekel or dollar or something like that.
Yeah.
$75, take it or leave it, Canadian.
Oh, is that what you said? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is, then he's a big Steranko fan himself, right?
Yeah,
So if you're not taking it, it's going in my
It's
personal
going in his
stash.
personal collection.
Yeah, so I mean, you know what? Look, it's about a mid-grade book. I mean, I looked at it as close as I could with the white cover. You know, grade-wise, maybe around a 6. So fair market value for a 6.0 book is probably around $25-$30 US, maybe 40 if you're aggressively pricing it as a dealer. So, I mean, the $75 Canadian price on it is justifiable in thinking that, you know, somebody Steranko, I think, is signing for $40-$50 these days. So $75, I'm never going to sell it. So the market value or the price of this book, you know, is immaterial as far as, I mean, it's never leaving my collection. Having said that, I already own a slab copy of this at a VF 8.0. So, I mean, I'm never going to get the slab, but it's always nice having one of your, like, you know, greatest, you know, guys that you, like, really look up to, getting their signature. I'm not a big signature guy, but you know, as soon as he had that, it was just like mine. Yeah.
Well, the nice thing about this, like you said, you've already got a slab copy of it, but you've got one of Steranko's most classic covers in the history of his career.
And that's what sold it to me right there.
I don't even have one yet.
With an original signature, so at some point you might even want to get this like archivally framed. It's something you might think about.
I mean, it's wall art. It's wall art. It's instant wall art, man. You're definitely right. I could have it professionally matted, framed in UVC glass, and in a nice frame, and it would look perfect in my apartment. Yeah.
For sure. And that's definitely one I would consider if I owned it, that's for sure.
This one or the #1 issue to get signed, you know, those are two of my favorite covers.
Can't go wrong, Jose. I'm jealous.
Me too.
Okay. Next up we got Big Mike with two more TCBS acquisitions?
Oh, you know, yeah, this is all last, this was the June 20, what is it?
19, Toronto Comic Book Show.
23rd. The 23rd of June was the date. So here's the last two books that I'm going to show you tonight. This is Fantastic Four, Volume 1, number 100.
100th anniversary
Battling
issue.
for 100 and under.
Nice.
Didn't have it, picked it up.
A nice clean copy too, eh?
Beautiful. I give it a fine to very fine, maybe a 7.0.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little better than that. I'm just going to leave it at that. In US dollars converted, and I only use about 25%, which is a median over the years. Especially with the new MCU and the fact that they now are thinking of putting out another Fantastic Four movie, it is getting really tough to get anything under 100 at a decent price. They're all spiking.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get excited about another Fantastic Four movie.
No, just
I'm
because
hoping
it's so
for the best.
bad on all the old ones, right?
Well, the barrier's been set so low that anything will seem like an improvement by contrast. Well, I will say though, this is a particularly good book. I mean, people love anniversary issues. You know, 100th is a nice big round number. I mean, some people can get excited over 50th issues or things like that with shorter runs these days. But the main point is, this is one of the last Kirby books. I believe issue 102 was the last Fantastic Four he ever did, and then he left for DC.
Left to DC.
Yeah, exactly. So this is one of the last Kirby issues of the Fantastic Four. 102, I believe, was the
Kirby
very
and
last.
Sinnott noted for this, and Stan Lee also touted this as having lots and lots of villains in it as well.
Oh yeah, that's why they
100th episode. You expect issue. I keep
Yeah.
saying
It's gonna be-
episode. It's gonna have some pretty
Big bamboostic kind of battle.
Oh yeah,
going
it's like
on,
in wrestling
absolutely.
terms, it's gonna be like a
If not-
free-for-all jamboree, man, where they're gonna throw every villain into the kitchen sink to see what the big
Either
battle's
that or
gonna
you
be
would
like.
expect a first appearance.
look at the
So-
corners looking pretty good. A little
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
spine roll there, but other than that,
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a whole lot wrong with that book.
Yeah.
No,
Like I
it's
said,
a
I give
high
it a
mid-grade, a high mid-grade copy.
Gave it a
I would
7,
agree with
so I was
that.
happy with that. I was
What
happy.
do you got? What else you got there?
Yeah.
You know
Wow.
what else I'm battling for, right?
Okay.
Low X-Men
Mike-
29. This is your second lowest, is it?
Okay,
Yeah.
Mike, this one's come staying with me. You're not leaving with this one.
How many times do I tell you? I pay them every weekend. Hired
No,
kids are
man.
outside the door.
This one's not leaving the house. This one's mine.
I'll get the hang on. I'll just
I think Paul has fallen in lust with this
I'll
cover.
page them.
I just love the old X-Men's. Nothing to me is more beautiful than an X-Men cover. And I love the way they designed the logo at that time. I just thought it was very
Yeah, it was
cool
just
looking.
very
It just
cool.
worked so well with the book.
So yeah, it's a 52-year-old book, man. This is actually older than me by about a month or so. Now I could be
You
wrong
old
on the
bastard,
grade.
yeah.
I gave it a fine, a very fine, a 7.0. Is that correct?
I don't know. That's a pretty rounded corner in the top
Oh,
there.
man, I'd say
Yeah.
somewhere
Oh, I
around,
didn't even notice that. So
And
yeah,
you're gonna have to look closely at that white cover because it can hide many sins.
Yeah,
but
I
Yeah,
opened it. I
actually-
mean, I'm going to call it about a 5.5. That's just me.
yeah, I would say something
Not,
just
not,
under.
there's not
Yeah.
anything wrong with a 5.5 X-Men this old. No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
No,
something
and then
something
again-
approaching a mid-grade 6 would be my guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, okay, so, fair enough. That's why I have, like, a consensus here, so I have people to argue that, I don't get a little overzealous and
It's an
whatnot.
early appearance of the Super Adaptoid too, if I'm not mistaken.
And, this is when, the Mimic, leaves the team.
Oh, the Mimic,
this
yeah,
image, yeah.
yeah.
He
I have
leaves-
the first appearance and origin of the Mimic too.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
That's
So
a
this
cool
is the
book.
episode he leaves. Yeah, I paid $33.75 US for this. I don't know if that's a little steep or not, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm
You know
in
what?
there. You know?
X-Men's are gonna go into hiatus for a bit because even though
Because
like
of all the
Disney,
movies being
yeah,
over
even though
with and
Disney
yeah,
has
yeah.
bought the properties, they're gonna let
Yeah.
these simmer for a while. Probably you're not gonna see another X-Men movie till around 3, 4, 5 years from now.
But I find interesting. I've never read this particular issue, not this issue or not the Astonishing Tales reprints of these issues, but I'm looking at the Angel there, and it looks like he's taking on the powers of both Cyclops and the Beast.
That would because that's the Mimic fighting the Super
Yeah,
Adaptoid on the cover.
Okay.
That's not Angel. That's the Mimic.
How stupid am I?
Yeah,
then, eh?
he's got the powers of
Okay.
Cyclops
All
with the eye beams, the angel
Yeah.
wings, and you got the big hands and feet of the Beast, right? So you know what? He's
Hence-
Mimicking
all their
everybody.
powers.
He's mimicking all their powers to kick ours.
Hence his name, the Mimic.
There you go.
But he gets frustrated and splits after.
Man, did I just sound stupid, didn't I?
Now you put your foot in that one,
Yeah,
Paulie.
I'm on my. I've drank a whole bottle of wine so far, so
Oh, that was a very good. I had a half glass for tasting, man. That was some yummy grape juice.
Anyways, Mike, that is a fantastic book, and I can't say enough about it. Thanks for bringing
so
me.
that's right.
Thanks for bringing me my new book.
No.
No.
I'm just gonna say that that was the TBS, and I'm happy with what I got. I think I did well.
You did.
I'm
You did.
glad competition is so fierce there.
Really
Those
good
come out
books at
great
fantastic prices, I
Yeah.
would say.
books. Yeah,
Great book, Mike.
and I'm putting it in the safe now.
Okay. And as usual, we got high-end Jose bringing it home tonight, and as usual, he doesn't disappoint. JLA number 5. Wow, this is unbelievable, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the oldest and probably the best JLA we've ever shown.
I don't know if the best, but I mean, from a perspective of condition-wise, this is somewhat of a lower grade. I do have that 9, which I think is going to come back from CGC about a 6.65.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? Yeah, as far as numerically, this is obviously my lowest JL key. This is number 5 from July of 1961.
Wow.
Of course, this is a key. This has the first appearance and origin of Dr. Destiny. Yeah. Now, however, many collectors are avoiding DC Comics right now. Now, one consequence of this lack of love in the marketplace has been a noticeable lowering of demand and subsequently of prices on many key DC books. For the moment, at least, it seems like Marvel just dominates the comic collectibles field, mainly due to the power of their box office presence. Now, the truth, however, of course, is that DC Comics aren't going anywhere. Thus, the raison d'etre, or reason for snagging, this early JLA 10-cent key featuring the debut and origin of one of the JLA's earliest foes, Dr. Destiny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
John Dee, aka Dr. Destiny, began his criminal career as the proud inventor of the Material Opticon, which could somehow turn dreams into reality. Now, in truth, the device took its power not from the Doctor's technological skill, but from a ruby talisman belonging to none other than Morpheus, the Lord of Dreams. Dr. Destiny's obsessions robbed him of his own ability to dream, and he thus wasted away to a shrunken skeleton. He has escaped imprisonment in Gotham City's Arkham Asylum on numerous occasions to menace the Justice League of America over the years. Now, again, another book picked up from Retro Rare just recently, I think a week ago, which at first blush appeared to be like a low mid-grade copy book about a 5.55, but upon very closer inspection, I would conservatively rate this copy as no more than a VG plus 4.45.
Yeah.
The cover still retains some eye appeal, but alas, it has several large folds with color break across the cover. Now, they don't detract it to such an extent that they become obvious problems, but they can be seen obviously close up.
Yeah.
Now, I picked it up for $140 Canadian. He took, that's $25 or so. He had it at $175. Now, and with current exchange rates, I think that's something around the $100 US mark, okay? So, again, that's not a bad deal when you consider that for the 40th edition of the Overstreet Price Guide, a VG 4.0 copy is commanding, according to this guide, $112 US. So, the way I look at it is picking up an early JLA key for under guide is somewhat surprising to this collector, and I would consider almost impossible to replicate with an equivalent Marvel key of the same vintage and grade, i.e. an early Fantastic Four key. Okay, so the current guide shows, if you're interested in picking this up in slightly better conditions, 168, 448, $9.99 and $15.50 US are the splits for the 6, 8, 9, and 9.2 grades for this book.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, okay, so as you know, as an early
Higher grades
60s
get
JLA
high,
book,
yeah.
I mean, the 9.2s are going to be
Oh,
far
yeah,
and few between, if
absolutely,
any.
yeah.
That
So,
much is certain.
yeah. So, last thing to say about the cover, since I'm a covers guy, it's got a good, not a great cover. The figure drawing on both Aquaman and the Green Lantern seem, to my trained eye anyway, to be highly suspect. Aquaman looks like to have had his back broken or split in half the way he's floating there, and the Green Lantern's back-swept leg looks anatomically incorrect to me. But hey, that's just me, folks. Yeah, the lovely depiction of Wonder Woman sealed the deal for me on this pickup.
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Jose. And again, I'm jealous. I don't have I only have like 3 or 4 10-cent covers in my collection, and none of them are anywhere near this.
They're no superhero 10 centers.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay, I need you to say that, but yeah, you're right. Yeah. But wow, Jose, that is a spectacular book, and again, I'm in awe to be in its presence. And as usual, you did not disappoint. Mike, same thing with you. You brought in some fantastic books, and
I'm happy.
especially that X-Men, man. I'm gonna.
Which is going home with me.
No, I don't think so, but you can keep telling yourself.
Oh man, it's gonna be. I feel a custody battle brewing here.
Hang on a second here. What do I hear? Some people in the hallway there.
Hey, remember, guys, possession is 9/10 of the law. Whoever has the book last in their hand, it belongs to them.
Okay.
Okay, so that's about it. But I'm just going to end it by saying one more thing. If you remember our last episode last week, I showed the picture of the that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge book, and it just so happens that a couple weeks ago the tickets for Star Wars Celebration came on sale. Now, truth be told, I didn't realize they came on sale. Like, I'm at work, and it's like 10:30 in the morning. They went on sale at 9 o'clock, and all of a sudden I'm getting all these Facebook feeds from my friends buying tickets, and I go, holy shit. Okay, it's in Southern California, it's Anaheim. I'm not missing it this time. So I went online, and I'm waiting, and I'm in the queue, but all of a sudden, there it is, I get through. But wouldn't you know it, the 4-day pass is completely sold out. But I said, screw it, I'm going. So I don't care. I haven't been to Star Wars Celebration before, so I bought the 4 single-day passes, and I got them. So yours truly, next year, in late August, the last week of August, is going to Anaheim, California for Star Wars Celebration, and I couldn't be happier. I'm so excited about that.
Congratulations to you, man.
You dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Yeah, and as hard as it is to get the tickets, it's almost as hard to get a hotel room near the convention center. And so I've already booked my hotel as well. So
Smart
I'm almost
boy.
done. Yeah.
Good
So-
boy, that was smart.
Something
Yeah.
to look forward to, and something for our viewers. Not that there's that many of them, but I'll have a lot of live footage. I'm going to take in my video camera. And I'm also going to go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, because you got to go to Southern Cal. So I'm going to get lots of footage from Star Wars Celebration and from Galaxy's Edge. And I'm so excited that I'm actually finally getting to go to one of these conventions.
Oh, Paul's going to Mecca.
Mecca.
So anyways, guys, that's it. That's my news, and I hope you liked it, and I hope you liked the episode. And if you did, leave a comment, because we love reading them, and we'll always respond. And we will see you next time.
Hoy, hoy, hoy.
Special guest Mike.
The Death Star plans are not in the main computer.